Go for it, says a voice in my head. Go for what? I ask. Silence. I think I know what it means, though. It can be difficult to do something you have not fully pictured, imagined, created. But how can you have created something without trying? So I am going for it. I am going all in, not looking back, just following my gut. Because what's the worst that could happen? Someone might not like what I did? Boo-hoo, you can never please everyone. If you cured cancer, some schmuck will complain saying you're just making overpopulation worse. I'm done. If anything, I'm doing this for myself. The only thing capable of stopping me at this point is my own mind. As long as I am committed, nothing can stop me. So now that I'm going for it, what am I doing again? I guess you cannot always know. We can always go for something and see what comes of it. I'm tired of waiting for a good idea for something to just pop up out of nowhere. So I'm not waiting. I'm making it happen. That's just like life, isn't it? You cannot plan it to every single detail. You have to take it one step at a time. Even if you did plan your life to every single detail, it would never go exactly as planned. And if you expect all your plans to go just as planned, you will only set yourself up for disappointments. We're all living different lives. Many live similar lives, but never the same. We often limit ourselves to what we have achieved in the past. Some people even limit themselves more than in their past. They think, oh, I used to be better at this, or I could never do something like that again. But it's nothing more than limiting beliefs. We can always achieve more if our commitment is there. People love excuses because they believe their own excuses. They think their excuses are valid, which gives them comfort to live how they do. It is time to think outside the box. Do not just copy other people's lifestyles. Do something in a way you've never seen before. It is perfectly fine to take inspiration from others. The greatest musicians made songs inspired by others. And you will face criticism once you post something online, because the more eyes see it and ears hear it, the bigger of a chance it is to receive criticism. But worry not, because what matters the most is that you enjoy the process and hopefully the outcome. So I want to be fully self-aware. What does this become? Is this a motivational video? Like I said, I want to create something without having a concrete idea. I suppose my goal with this is to show you that the key to creativity is just starting. If you want to make music, pick up that guitar and start playing. If you want to make videos, pick up a camera and start filming. If you want to make paintings, pick up that canvas and make Bob Ross proud, okay? It's that simple. Now, of course, there's more to it than starting. But once you start, you get into the process of creation, which is when magic starts to happen. you can get into the state of flow. You lose yourself in the creation. All things said, you have to want to do it. Where there is no desire, there is no fire. So you're left with nothing more than a frozen creation. What's important when you create things is to not compete with other people. Art is subjective. No art is better or worse than someone else's, so comparison is futile. What you should strive for and focus on is to impress yourself. How can you outdo the things you have done before? Many creators fall into the feeling of never good enough. In a way, that mentality is helpful for growth, but it might leave you continually dissatisfied. I think it is possible to be satisfied with past creations while also improving. So how do we go about truly impressing ourselves? What does it take to be proud of a creation? These are very subjective questions, but this should work. Do something that is different than your last creations. Go outside of your comfort zone. Take on an idea that you're uncertain on how to go through with. Never let your doubts of your own abilities get the best of you. We don't have time for doubts. We weren't born on this earth to doubt ourselves and never amount to anything. It is so easy to take life for granted. But we are forgetting all of our ancestors who risked their lives fighting in wars for us to be here today. If your great-great-great-great-grandpa heard you doubting if you are good enough to make art, he would probably slap you in the face. People often think talent is what all the good artists have. Sure, that is a part of it, but the most important factor is passion. Without passion, no talent is gonna help. With passion comes love for the process. Art is about the journey more than the destination. There isn't much of a journey for a blank modern art canvas, but arriving at the concept of a blank canvas, expressing something, was the journey. Do not be afraid to try new art forms. The point of art was never to be the greatest artist. It is about expressing yourself in different ways. You think Leonardo da Vinci expected Mona Lisa to be a worldwide success? Of course not. Apparently it got famous because someone stole it. It still means the art was good enough for someone to want to steal it in the first place. Now, don't go stealing your friend's art. Jail is not worth the fame. But if someone does steal your painting, report it, and it might get famous. Us humans have been artists ever since the caveman days. You think cavemen who painted stick figures on the walls doubted themselves? Don't be silly. Why would you even ask that question? Oh, I asked it? Fine, you win. Artistic expression has been in our blood for ages. We express ourselves through language, imagery, crafting, music, and dancing. Of course, literally anything can be art. If you stack up a bunch of balanced rocks, that's art. Art stands for actually really terrific. Yes, I made that up. If other people can make up words, I can make up meanings. I've always thought the Asian symbols like Chinese are a prettier way of writing language. Their words look like images. At the same time, I appreciate the simplicity of our alphabet. Each letter has a distinct sound. Sometimes a letter combination makes a different sound, but it is still relatively easy to learn. I say that because I was raised with this alphabet. I assume a Chinese person would say the same thing about their symbols. So, how is this relevant to this video? Backtracking to my goal of this video, to show you that the key to creativity is starting. I've already started and I can take this video anywhere I want. Bet you don't expect a song in this video. So when someone tells me, "Man, you look fancy," all I say is, "I'm just a guy in a suit and tie who never even learned how to tie a tie. But I know how to say that you look fine tonight." So you're saying that I'm fancy, but I'm just being me. I'm just being me unapologetically, without any doubts in myself and what I'm able to achieve. Can you see what I see? I'm free and I'm never turning back around or falling to the ground. I'm staying unbound. Do you really think I am fancy? Maybe just because of the tie on me. 'Cause I'm just a guy in a suit and tie who never even learned how to tie a tie. But I know how to say that you look fine tonight. So, let's go back to discussing art. As you have hopefully realized by now, art has no set rules. You can take your creation anywhere you want. The more outside of the box you can think, the better. But don't just take my word for it. Here I am with Shroomy.
Hey guys.
So, what do you consider art?
What I consider as art can be so much. Like, here's an example. This stick, this can even be art. God created this.
Okay. Now, what is your favorite art to create?
My favorite art to create would probably be the work I do in Photoshop. I consider myself as a pretty good Photoshop artist. I've done it for years.
What is your all-time favorite art piece?
My favorite art piece that has ever been created? That's a difficult question because I do a lot of creations myself, and I consider all of the work I do the best.
So this is irrelevant to the subject, but what do you think of my suit?
Your suit? That's dope, dude. Where do you get that? That's awesome.
Strandtorget, I think. So now that we have done extensive research on art, I would like to move on to something completely different. What would that be? I've been sitting thinking about this without a firm conclusion. I've thought about space, aliens, focus versus distractions, the snowball effect. Yes, my mind goes all over the place. So let's choose one of them, at least. So I'm choosing focus versus distractions. Distractions are so common these days. It is hard to focus on something for a longer period of time because the internet has murdered our attention span. People have such a low attention span that they click on a YouTube video and get bored after 4 seconds, so they scroll down to the comments to be entertained even faster.
If you are serious about committing to focus, like focusing on a project you want to work on, set aside 4 hours each day where you turn off your phone and don't use the internet. You will get bored at first because your brain will be craving a dopamine rush. After some time, you will realize that you are more effective without distractions. If you stick to the 4-hour rule every day, you will start to complete things much quicker than before. You now have uninterrupted time to brainstorm ideas, create plans, and execute your plans. I think all of us get a sense of accomplishment when we are productive. If I spend a whole day not doing anything productive, it feels like a waste. The last thing I want is to waste my life away. I want to keep creating new and better things. The more I push myself, the better I feel. If I don't create anything unique, it will make me feel like another brick in the wall. I would feel like I don't even really exist. If you live to just consume things and not produce, you will become a black hole. And I don't want to be a black hole. We have a finite amount of time on this globe we call Earth. Are we all just gonna make it go to waste? As if we would be better without it? No, the time for creativity and success is now. It is all up to us to find the drive within us to go beyond anything we've ever done before, to get into the flow of what feels right to us, to align ourselves with our greatest purpose in life.
So I feel like this video has been very parky, a lot of nature and stuff. So I thought it's a brilliant idea to just go BAM! I'm in Oxford Street, the busiest street in London. And yeah, what can I say? I like it. Got these buses all over London. I love them. I love to be in the second floor of these buses. Such a good view out of it. This is the Oxford Street. And yeah, I think I found Microsoft headquarters. You know, just walking around, checking out busy street in London. Yeah, I like all these Christmas decorations here. Pretty lights, man. Yeah, most tourists see this. Look at all these old buildings, man. Yeah, I kind of like these buildings that kind of stick out, they stand out. It just looks like an old building from the 19th century or something. Okay, that was Bruton Street, if anyone was wondering. But here we have a little park. Let's go check out the park.
Nice one, Matt. Stay safe, bro. Turn up. Bye.
Berkeley Square. Now where's the entrance to this park? Ah, there we go. Ooh, Ferrari. Looks empty. Oh no, there they are. I see a Ferrari. Let's enter the park. Berkeley Square Gardens. Ah, quite nice. It's growing in here. Oh, look at that statue. Nice little park in the middle of London. You know, I'm just drawn to parks. What can I say? Roman statues, eh? Fascinating. Oh wow, would you look at that? Randomly stumbled upon the Lithuanian embassy. Oh. Never mind. Myanmar has the same colors. What? Ah, got excited there. Not Lithuania. Freaking heck. That's a cool building. Looks like a castle. Hey, I randomly found Hyde Park. Wasn't even looking for it, but here it is. Another park. But this is it's a famous park. I mean, everyone knows about Hyde Park, right? You know about Hyde Park. It's a cool park. I've been here before. It was like way back in 2011. So yeah, it's been 9 years, Hyde Park. I missed you. It's nice. This is not the place I was. It's a big park. I'm only in the bottom right corner. But squirrels, I remember them. They're everywhere. All the squirrels. And what is happening over there? The hell? Tons of kids. Ah, it's a nice park. Hey, Seagull. What you doing? Yeah, there's a lot of people in the park. Riding the bikes. And what's this little area in the park? Cozy. The heck is the statue? Someone's wrestling fish? It's a big fish. Oh, that's a penis. Oh, that's a cool one. Got a little bow. Bow and arrow. Watch out, guys. Statue will shoot you. He's probably aiming at that fish over there. The naked kid and the fish. So many leaves in the water. I love this area. I didn't know about this. This cozy path. Yeah, when I was here in 2011, it was just me and my mom. I mean, we didn't really explore the park that much. We just kind of walked through it and that was about it. But now some time to really delve deep into the Hyde Park mysteries. What mysteries lie in Hyde Park? You tell me.
I mean, I don't expect you to know, so maybe not. That's nice. Look at this. Maybe in the summer this is all overgrown. It's even cooler. But I like it. This is definitely a nice place. Look at that. What do you guys think? I haven't seen any places like these in Norway, so this is my happy place right now.
Esprit, no, no, no.
Esprit, go.
Esprit, come here. Come here, Esprit.
Go ahead, Esprit.
Sorry, can you just grab her for a second?
Yeah.
No, come here, Esprit. Just pull her this way.
All right,
Come here.
here. Come here.
Thank you so much.
No problem. I used to have a dog like this.
I can't teach him. She's easy. Come on, Esprit.
Man. Golden Retrievers. I love them. Great dogs. So friendly. But they don't always listen. I remember Dora just like ran away sometimes. It happens. Oh well. So many fall colors. It's very nice. It is easy to say, what am I doing? Other people are better and know what they're doing. But you have to realize that by doing that, you are going against your own best self. Unless you are doing a heart surgery without any training, of course. We all can focus too much on other people. Drama, news, politics, all of these things can consume our lives. It is necessary to sit back and disconnect from everything. This is what we must do in order to do what is best for ourselves. This is in no way selfish, because through self-reflection comes self-improvement, which can lead to creativity. By doing this, you also help others because you will start to interact with life differently. When you enter new territories of creativity, go easy on yourself. Do not stop yourself if you think something is bad. Nothing is inherently good or bad. It only seems that way when we compare it to other people's work. The great thing is when you are doing something you haven't seen before, you have no one to compare it to. You are in your own lane. Life can often not go the way we expect it to, and that's okay. It is never too late to achieve things. If you want to become a full-time comedian, maybe you need to write better jokes. If you want to become a full-time painter, maybe you need to market your paintings better. Nothing is impossible if your heart is in it. You can never fail if you never give up. The only thing that can stop you is yourself, no one else. We will face obstacles, that is guaranteed. But those who can overcome them will only be stronger in the end. I firmly believe that nothing worthwhile comes easy. Most people who win a lottery end up spending it all right away. They didn't have to struggle for it, which led to them not appreciating it in the slightest.
Sometimes life gets busy, I get that. But if you want to create, you can squeeze in 20 or 30 minutes in a day. You might not think you'll be able to do much in such a short time, but if you set off a time in your calendar and do it every day for just 1 week, you will have spent 3.5 hours. Now, that is just 1 week. If you commit long enough and stick to this for a whole month, it would be 15 hours. If you worked on something 15 hours straight, you most likely would not have been as productive. Of course, it really depends. You have to find out what works best for you. I highly doubt anyone has the attention span to work on something for 15 hours straight, though. That is more than half a day, and all you would have to do is spend only half an hour each day.
Sometimes it may seem like we don't know what we're doing. Who am I kidding? That happens very often to many people. However, that is perfectly okay. I have made a short film using clips I filmed just for fun, and only way later figured out a concept they could fit in. The most important thing is just to do something. At first, we
may not see where it could lead to, but if we keep creating and improving our skills, it will lead to amazing results. Now, let's go for a walk.
Hey, Bupper.
Off you come. I should have called him Dennis because he was all eyebrows. Because they were ginger because they changed.
Ginger?
This is why I like parks. Just so many cute doggos. Whew. So chilly today. You know, sometimes, I know this video has been very like motivational and whatever, but sometimes it's nice to just appreciate the day. Just appreciate the day. Can we just live in the moment for a bit? Oh, it's so nice. Man, cute doggos. I miss my own doggo. I used to have Dora. Okay, Dora. Does anyone remember? I miss Dora. Such a good doggo. But you know, that's what happens. Time moves on, and you know, things happen. It's strange. Life is strange. I know I play that game. Makes me miss my doggo. These parks. Oh, Holly. Ow. Sorry, Wizard. She always tells me to not touch the hollies. I won't. But it's so nice to just... Holly. Holly, Holly. I like this open park. People talking about jobs and stuff. Who needs jobs? When you can make YouTube your living, right? Heck yeah. Better get ads on this video. Where'd the sun go? It's an open field. Open field. Makes you really wonder about life in general. Wow. See, I like blue skies. Doesn't everyone? I feel like that's so nice. But sometimes you need clouds to add just that extra flavor in the sky, right? Like you can see a pattern. It's so cool. So sometimes you gotta just, you gotta learn to just appreciate life instead of always trying to
make it right for you, I guess. Sometimes we can fixate on how do we make life the best way possible, when sometimes you really should just experience it. Just experience it. Experience life. It's nice. Now, what is creation? I'm getting really deep, I know. But what is creation when you really think about it? Life is creation. Just because I'm filming, is that a creation? Creation is happening all the time. But I like video creation because you can kind of capture life in just one video. I'm not the best at explaining things, but I know like what I mean. Obviously. I'd hope I know what I mean, otherwise I might be going crazy. This is cool. Looks old. Man. Guess people aren't playing much soccer. Yes, it's called soccer. I know, in London. Freaking American London. I'm not even American. I don't even know who I am, honestly. I'm such a mess. Like, honestly, I'm Lithuanian. Right? I thought I was. I don't know. It's a nice field though. There's no one here. Why would anyone but me go to a random field? Just appreciate. Just appreciate life. Is that too weird? Am I not allowed? Did I miss the memo? This grass is kind of wet, actually. Didn't think it rained. Maybe that's why no one's here. Wet grass. Knew it. Man, it really makes you wonder. Such big trees. It must be like 100 years old. Probably even more. Who knows? Sometimes a video doesn't even need music, okay? I always put music on things, but it's nice to just listen to the quiet. Nice and quiet. Rustling of leaves. Oh my god! Oh my god! Don't use Lord's name. Lord's name in me like this. Doggo. Doggo. I need to get out of this grass.
I still don't know exactly what this video is. I just want to help us all be creative. So I have made a creativity checklist. Write down a list of ideas. Choose one of the ideas in the list and start creating. That was a short checklist, right? Exactly. It's that easy. Totally wasn't that short because creativity is such a broad subject. But I do believe it applies to every art form. If you are making music, you might want to write out a list of music genres. If you draw, you might want to write a list of characters or other things you want to draw. I just think writing down ideas will help you visualize it better and remember ideas you might have forgotten otherwise. Once you have written down the idea, you have already put it out into the world. You have planted the seed. Do not wait too long before you water the seed, or your enthusiasm for the idea might fade. The problem I often face is that I start on many separate projects, which makes it harder for me to finish things. And when I haven't finished things, it is hard to start new things. That sounds like a paradox, because I shouldn't start new things while doing something else to begin with. Though I am sure many of you can relate to working on many different things at once. We all have a different creative process, so there is no one good way to do it. Otherwise, we all would have done it. The only aspect that is the same for everyone is that we have to do it. The way you do it is completely up to you. Only you know what works best for you. Just remember that you gotta do. It is so easy to make plans and ideas of things to do, but never follow through. Step into action and make doing into a habit. You cannot expect to improve your skills if you don't use them. Also, if you feel stagnant, take some time to think how you can do things a little different. It will make things a lot more interesting if you can find new ways to create. If we take vlogging as an example, say you're used to vlogging a day and making a video out of that. You could change it up and film bits throughout the week and upload a single video of that. It doesn't have to be a big change, but a small change in the way you create can make a huge difference and make things more interesting for you.
make it a challenge. Make challenges for yourself. When you start feeling comfortable is exactly when you stop growing. Try to think of ideas that would push you instead of doing something that you think is easy. But do not create extreme challenges for yourself just because you've seen others do it. They have to be reasonable, otherwise you'll end up hurting yourself for having something else go wrong. Do not bite off more than you can chew, as they say. But test yourself. See how far you can push yourself. Most times the only limit is our limiting beliefs. You telling yourself, I cannot do this because I have never before, or I could never do what they did. In some cases, you would be right. Of course, you cannot be the world's top basketball player if you are short. Though I think in most cases, we are just coming up with excuses to feel better about ourselves. I can only speak for myself when I say this, but if I haven't been productive in a while, I feel this strong urge which is pulling me to create something. I do think it is in our human nature to be productive. We've had to always be productive for our own survival, so it is ingrained in our DNA. Being lazy for too long makes me uneasy, quite literally. I think it is a blessing to have a platform such as YouTube to share my journey with the world. To quote Chris McCandless, happiness only real when shared.
Go for it. Go for what?
Never mind. You've already made a video without realizing it.